Babylon, the city of splendor, the crown jewel of the ancient world. Its walls stretched for miles, thick and impenetrable. Its rivers, gardens, and towers declared its wealth and power. And at its heart, a king, Belshazzar, son of Nabonidus, sat upon the throne, wrapped in pride, luxury, and arrogance. One night, the king prepared a lavish feast for 1,000 of his nobles. The wine flowed freely, the laughter shook the palace walls. Belshazzar, drunk with wine and boasting of his greatness, made a decision that would change history. "Bring out the holy vessels," he commanded. These were no ordinary vessels. They were holy treasures, consecrated for worship in the house of the living God in Jerusalem. But Belshazzar, in his pride, used them for mockery. Men and women lifted those sacred cups, drinking wine in honor of idols made of gold, silver, bronze, wood, and stone. With every toast, with every laugh, the king and his nobles trampled on what was sacred. And then, the unimaginable happened. A hand, mysterious, radiant, terrifying, appeared in the air and wrote upon the plaster of the wall. The king's laughter vanished. His strength melted away. Scripture tells us, his countenance changed, and his thoughts troubled him, so that his knees knocked against each other. Belshazzar cried aloud for his wise men, his astrologers, his soothsayers, offering wealth, purple robes, and a golden chain of authority to anyone who could read the writing and explain its meaning. But the letters blazed with divine mystery. None could read, none could interpret. The palace, once filled with laughter, was now gripped with fear. Then the queen spoke. She reminded Belshazzar of Daniel, a man of wisdom, filled with the Spirit of the Most High God, who once interpreted dreams and revealed mysteries for Nebuchadnezzar. Daniel was summoned. He stood before the trembling king. Belshazzar promised him riches, power, and honor if he could interpret the writing. But Daniel refused the gifts. "Keep your rewards for yourself," he said. "But I will read the writing to you." Daniel reminded Belshazzar of Nebuchadnezzar, his predecessor, who grew proud, was humbled by God, and only restored after acknowledging heaven's rule. But Belshazzar had not learned. Instead, he exalted himself, dishonored God, and mocked his holiness. Then Daniel revealed the meaning of the writing. God has numbered your kingdom and finished it. Tekel, you have been weighed in the balances and found wanting. Perez, your kingdom is divided and given to the Medes and Persians. That very night, as Belshazzar trembled in his palace, the prophecy was fulfilled. The armies of the Medes and Persians entered Babylon. The city fell without resistance. The proud king who mocked God was no more. The Babylonian Empire had fallen. The writing on the wall was not only for Belshazzar. It is a warning for every generation. Power, wealth, and pride may last for a season, but God weighs every heart, and those found wanting will face judgment. Yet those who honor the living God stand secure, even when kingdoms rise and fall. This was the story of Belshazzar's feast, and the writing on the wall. If this story stirred your heart, share it with others. For even today, the writing is on the wall.